and welcome back to part 2 of the vlog. It's 11:15 on Saturday morning and I've just uploaded the first part, so we're just picking up from where we left off. 100 on Snow Symphony, and I'll be back when that is done. And that's 109 stitches done. I usually try and stick to 100, but I obviously lost track. So we're almost finished filling in that section, maybe a couple more days and that'll be done and we can move up to the top. I'm going to get Maiden of Tobata on my Lowry and get beading. And we're all set up for beading, so I'm going to crack on with this. I've got a few hours and we'll see how much we can get done. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the other one of these and any floating beads, and then we'll move down. Hi everyone, as you can see it's a new day and I didn't check back in with Maiden of Tobata. I went out to an event last night, so yes, I'm feeling delicate this morning. So well, it's actually afternoon now, it's 12:30 and I've not stitched yet. So I didn't get much in on Maiden of Tobata yesterday, maybe about 100 beads, and I have decided to chill for the day. I'm going to get my daily 100 in and then I'm going to work on Water Nymph. So yeah, like I said, I'm feeling delicate. I'm currently still in bed and I'm just going to stitch for however long. I'm having a lazy day. So that is where we're starting on Snow Symphony, and I'll check back in when I've got my 100. Still carrying on in this area here, and yeah, get 100 in and check back in and we'll show you where I am on Water Nymph. And here we are 100 stitches later. So as you can see, we're almost filled in this area. There is a little tiny bit down there that will get filled in tomorrow. But that is 100 stitches done on this piece, so I'm currently on track to get 100 stitches a day. So I'm really hoping that I can keep it up for the month. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. I mentioned in one of my previous clips that I was about to watch a new to me flosstuber, and I never told you who it was. So it was actually Steph from Wild Fox Stitchery. I'd never watched her before and I really enjoyed her video. I watched her whip parade and she's got a lot of long dogs and some full coverage, and yeah, so nice range of projects. She was really sweet and lovely, so please go and check her out. She's got quite a few videos out. She started floss tubing in November, so definitely check her out and give her some love. And I'm currently watching Kim Hollenbeck's video. So you probably know her. She does a lot of full coverage, and yes, she had a bit of trouble with pattern keeper, bless her, but I really enjoy her videos too. I've got a few videos to go through, so because I'll be stitching all day today, I'm not going to move much and watching a lot of flosstube. So yes, I'm going to get Maiden of Tobata set up and then I will show you what we did yesterday and what I'm starting with for today. So this is where I got to yesterday, and I put in 110 beads and 8 cross stitches. So the cross stitches are just these around here in Kryneck, which I'd not done previously. I also backstitched her hand and her arm. I did the backstitch in these 2 corals, so now that's backstitched, I'll probably do around her body and then bead this whole area here. We've got beads in her hair now. Her crown's done. Oh, I forgot to say as well, another bead that I thought I had this fully kitted up, but obviously not. This earring and the little silver beads. They're Magnifica beads. They're supposed to be in pearl, which are white. I had silver in another fancy lady, so I took the silver ones out and I'm just using those because I don't want to buy any. I just want to get this thing done. So another substitute, but them beads are looking amazing. Yes, so I'm going to be working on this for the rest of the day, so we'll see where I get up to. So that's where I got to today on Maiden of Tobata. I put in 314 beads and I basically put them all here and worked my way across. This is all beaded now. Probably tomorrow I will fill all this in and work my way up here and go down there. But she's looking great, so I'm really happy. My next piece is, let me just grab it, Water Nymph, and I'll be working in that little corner there, trying to get that filled in. So I'll check in when I've done that. Good morning. It is now, what day is it? Monday morning. I don't know what time it is, but I'm starting off with my 100 a day piece. So I'll be working in this little gap here, and then I might move the hoop and do maybe up here and section off this quadrant here, but we'll see where we get with 100 stitches. I was going to do one of my little jobs off my list today, but I really want to get cracking on Maiden of Tobata, the beads, because the last couple of days I've not stitched much. So if I want to get it done this week, I really need to put in a lot today. So I'm going to just do that for the day. But yes, I'll be back after 100 stitches. And that's 100 done. So I filled in the gap wherever it was over here, and that was only about 20 stitches. So I moved up here. I didn't end up moving the frame, but I moved up here and I stitched this and then started here. So this bit is going to be the same as this or similar to this. So we're going to go all the way up. I might end up moving the frame now, ready for tomorrow, but that's that. And then I realised I forgot to show you, sorry, I've got everything laid out on my bed. I forgot to show you where I got to on Water Nymph. So I put in 209 stitches last night, but it got too late to film. So that's what that looks like, and we'll see that later on. And then, here she is. This is where we're starting. So I'm hoping to get all this filled in, all these covers filled in, and then move the scroll frame. So I will check in, if I get to the point where I need to move, I'll check in before I do move. And yes, she should look lovely and filled in by the time we're done. There is a few gaps down here. So this is a treasure and so is this. And I've not put them in. I don't know. I've put these in, but these treasures are a bit bigger, so I don't really want to put them in the scroll. So I might come back and do that last. This is like a teardrop crystal, and this is a star. So I will be back. Sorry. I'll be back after I've done that, before I move the scroll frame. And here we are after, how many? 236 beads. So I filled in all this area and went up these two cobbles here. I can reach this cobble here, but it gets tight at the bottom. So I'm going to move the scroll frame, and then I will show you where we're starting from once I've scrolled her down. And this is where we're starting from. So still a lot of beads to go. It's currently 11 AM. My husband's gone to play golf. My son is in school, so I've got plenty of time with her today. So I'm just going to try and get out as many beads as I can. I'm getting a bit tired of this piece now. So hopefully not too much longer and we can be done. Guys, I've finished that section in the scroll frame, so I'll lift up so you can see. I've reached the bottom here. I can't get any further down, so I'm going to roll it down. Oh, so far today I've done 780 beads and 84 cross stitches, so a lot of work. As you can see, this was intense. A lot of work has gone into her. But we're going to scroll her down and have a look and see what's left to do. And this is where I could get the scroll frame too, so we've got at least one more scroll, but we should be able to get the majority of it done in this area. I'm hoping not too many more beads, but as you can still see, there's a lot of gaps left over. But oh, it's a lot. It is stunning though, I can't complain about that. So I'm still carrying on and hopefully won't take too much longer. And that's me done for tonight. It is now 8 p.m. on Monday evening. I managed 1040 beads and 84 cross stitches, so a lot of work went into her today. As you can see, I carried on bringing all this down. There's some beads around here, and then once I get to around here full, I'll scroll down and do the bottom bit, but I'm really hoping that I can get her done tomorrow. I'll be very pleased if I can, so fingers crossed. I'm gonna tidy up all this mess that I've made with beads and cryonic everywhere, and I'm gonna get water nymph and stitch on that before bed. But yeah, I'm really happy with what I got done today. So here we are with water nymph for before bed, as per usual. It's now 8:30, so it took me a while to get everything together. I had a few bits to do and yeah, just normal life stuff. So I'll probably check in the morning with this piece, just because I don't like to disturb my husband really while he's chilling out before bed. So I'm going to try and get a couple of 100 stitches in before I go to sleep. So I will see you in the morning. And that is where I got to. It is still Monday evening, so I did have time to check back in. I got 279 stitches, and all that's left in that diagonal is this little bit here. So it is coming along. I'm almost finished with this page. It seems to be dragging. There's a lot of confetti in this area here, but as a whole it is looking fabulous. So yeah, it's 9:30, so an hour's stitching and I got 279. So yes, I will be back in the morning with Snow Symphony and my daily 100 on that piece. Good morning. It is 7:15 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and I am plodding along, and I'm going to do 100 on this, and then we're going to move on to Maiden of Tobata. I am determined to finish her today, and then we can do some fun things. So, as I said, I'm just travelling up that corner thing here. So on Pattern Keeper, I will be following this up until 100 stitches are done. So I'll be back when I've done that. And that is 100 done on this piece. It's now 25 to 9, so it took me way longer, but it's a school day, so getting ready for school, and my husband's just took my son. So yeah, I also had to frog as well. I had to frog this area of 43 stitches. I had to frog and put back in, so that took a little bit longer, but it is looking super cute. And then here we are on Maiden of Tobata. So she's got to be done today. This just needs weaving in, and this needle's still got thread on it. So yes, I will be just filling in the beads as per usual. I'll check back in when this area's done and scroll, which will hopefully be today. Like I said, I really want to get her done, so wish me luck. And that's this area done. So I still have beads down here, but I'm gonna scroll and get the last bit done, so she should be finished today. Yeah, so I'll scroll her down and then I'll show you what is left. So this is the last section, and as you can see, there's not too many gaps left. I'm going to crack on with this and then I will be back when she's done, so you'll probably see the full thing. But I'm so glad she's nearly done. So yeah, not too much longer. And she's done. Oh my god. So I finished her. I'm gonna put the stats up on the screen about how many beads I counted in her. I've not calculated yet what it all adds up to, but as you can see, she's very, very heavily beaded, especially in this area. It is very, very, very intense. But she's finally finished, and I'm so glad to be able to put her away. So this has been a few days of a lot of work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tick off a couple of the jobs on my list, and then I'm going to spin the wheel. So yes, thank you so much for joining me for while I finish her, and I'll see you in the next clip. So now that I've finished Maiden of Tobata, I am going to spin the wheel for anything that has not got its 5% yet this year. I've also, since I've been gone from the last clip, I've got 2 jobs completed off the list. I did trim any excess fabric on cropped pieces, which there was only 1. And I've zigzagged all the edges on any projects that weren't zigzagged, and there was 8 of those. So what time is it? It's 2:30 now. I'm going to spin the wheel and see what we get, and then I will grab that project and do a bit of stitching. Stained glass butterfly. So I'm going to grab that and see where we're starting off with. So this is the piece. This is Stained Glass Butterfly, and it is by Pink Lily Patterns on Etsy. And this is where I am starting from. So I'm stitching this 25 count 1/1 full cross on Easy Guide Lugana, and I'm working on the second page. It looks like I'm doing the typewriter across that page. So this still needs 7,000 or something stitches to give it 5% this year. So obviously I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work on it today and try and knock a bit off that number. I have got a few things to do today, so I'm not sure what I'll get done, but I will check in later this evening and let you know where I get to. And that is my finishing point for today. I got 714 stitches and we are now at 5.73%. So I'm surprised that I got over 700 stitches because I didn't have that much stitching time this evening, but I forgot how fast I can be at full coverage compared to non-full coverage. So I just got whizzing along. I was picking symbols up here in these gaps and bringing them down, and then once I finished most of that, I just started coming in and filling in this band from left to right. So I'm so happy I was back to full coverage. Oh, I missed it so much. The next piece will be Water Nymph for about half an hour or so before I go to bed. It's 9 p.m. now, so I go to bed early, try and wake up early. So yeah, maybe till 10 o'clock, who knows. I might be having a late night, living on the wild side. So I'll be back when that's set up on my Lowry, and yeah, let you know where we're starting from. So my last piece for the day, and of course it's Water Nymph. Still working in this bottom corner, so hopefully we can make a good dent in it. I've got about 40 minutes and we'll see how far I get. I might check in the morning. I probably will. So yes, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is 7:30 a.m. on, what day is it? Wednesday. And I worked on this last night. It's Water Nymph and did 222 stitches. So we're almost done with that page, but all them gaps are pretty much all different colours. A lot of ninjas left, a lot of work still in that little tiny bit. So I didn't do it last night. Once I seen that, I just give up. The next piece this morning will be, what's this called? Snow Symphony. And I'm just going to carry on doing my 100 up there. So, this is going to be the last day of the vlog. So, I'll leave that there. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to spin the wheel. And then once I've worked on that, I'll end the vlog and upload. But I'll check back in after this one is got 100. And we are ending this session on another 100 stitches. So this is the last time you'll see this now. I'm sure you're glad. And yeah, not much to say, just another 100 stitches. So we're going to spin the wheel and see what we're working on today for our last day. So let me just get the spinning wheel up. Just waiting for it to load. Let's see. Please be something good. Is it Friday yet? So I will probably grab that after the school run and show you where we're starting. So it is now 10 to 12 in the morning and I've been organising my DMC duplicates. So I've just put them in floss away bags in order, and there's 3 rings like this. I did put them all on one ring because these are the ones that you can make bigger, but it was just too big. So I've split it into 3 and that should make it easier to find duplicates. And I'm now ready to stitch for a little while. So this is it Friday yet? This is what Spin the Wheel chose. The artwork is by Sue Richter and it is charted by Cross Stitch for Everyone. It is on 25 count, 1/1 full cross on Easy Guide Lugana. And this is where I'm starting. Let me just change my light a little bit. Is that the right colour? There we are. Yeah, this is where we're starting. So I will check in later on and that will be the end of today. That will be the end of the vlog actually. So there's about 3,000 stitches to get this one to 5% this year, which obviously I'm not going to get today, but it'd be nice to make a good dent in it. So yes, I will work on this for the day. And that's me done for the day. It is about, what is it, 9:30? 9:20, and I got 2,001 stitches, so a lot done. A lot of this was block colour, so yeah, I'm very happy. She's now at 7.64%, and there's only about 1,000 stitches until it gets 65% for this year, so it'll be going back on the wheel. This is now the end of the vlog, but I will catch you in my next update video. Bye.